Please welcome Kiran Srinivasmurthy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Barcelona, and welcome to our session on the storage Alletra MP B10K. Hope you guys are having a good time here in Barcelona, enjoying all the different sessions. And for this session, we'll start off with a brief video on how the Alletra MP B10K has been performing over the years and how great the product is. With that, let's roll the video.
Two years ago, we set out to transform storage by introducing the industry's first and only cloud-managed, disaggregated architecture for block and file storage, HPE Alletra Storage MP B10000. And that transformation has evolved into unstoppable momentum. With more than 5,000 systems shipped, the B10000 has become the fastest-growing storage array in HPE history. Driven by 5 major releases in 2 years, it has achieved triple-digit revenue growth for 3 consecutive quarters, empowering customers to move faster and scale with confidence. This momentum has propelled HPE Storage to grow 7 times faster than the market and gain share, driven by the success of the B10000. And the industry has taken notice. HPE Alletra Storage MP has been named a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for enterprise storage platforms, is the fastest growing all-flash storage array in the industry, according to IDC, highlighted as a leader and outperformer by GigaOM, and awarded a TechTarget Product of the Year. Most importantly, customers are seeing the results.
Our performance on our main line of business workloads has improved over 500%.
We've reduced our storage-based power consumption by 60%.
HPE Alletra Storage MP B10000 and its AI consistently injects best practices into our workflows and has virtually eliminated human-caused errors.
And this is the engine behind the momentum. Independent scaling of performance and capacity lowers costs by up to 40%, with free non-disruptive refreshes, reducing TCO even further. AI-powered cloud management cuts operational time by up to 99%, and built-in cyber resilience, 100% data availability, and guaranteed IT outcomes ensures ultimate peace of mind. 2 years in, the B10000 has redefined storage, reshaped the landscape, and upended the status quo. And we're just getting started.
So awesome. So you saw that how the B10K has really making great waves with a lot of customers. Let's go into a lot more details on what it is, why it is gaining so much of traction, and so on. We might also discuss some forward-looking statements, so watch out for those. So what we see today, right, at least from a lot of the customers that we talk to and the industry, we see there are 4 key things that's taking place in the industry, which is driving some of the thinking of how our storage performs and so on and so forth. One, we have been hearing quite a bit across different sessions around the AI, how AI is transforming the landscape on storage, on data, and so on and so forth. The second one is security, right? I have talked to many customers here in Discover, Barcelona. Security is on top of everybody's mind. How can I protect my data? How can I protect my storage? What are things that the storage can give me so that I can make it really secure? Right? It's in top of everybody's mind. The third is on the sustainability. What is HPE thinking of, and what is HPE Storage doing to minimize the carbon footprint to be more eco-friendly? And the fourth one, we have heard a lot of changes from Broadcom, especially on the VMware side, and using the licensing changes and so on. There is always a need to understand what options do I have? What's the second virtualization that I can use? And we'll talk a little bit more on each one of these topics. So what is HPE? OK, these things are happening. So what is HPE thinking of, and what are we hearing from our customers and so on? So one of the things what we hear when say, hey, all these things are happening, customers are saying, yeah, a lot of things are changing. We are thinking of rebuilding our data center. We are thinking of rebuilding our stack. We are thinking of looking at storage in a different way. And with this, we are thinking of certain things where we are taking it for granted. Oh, we need so much of performance. We need so much of, from a security perspective, we need this to be there. Certain cost models should be supported and so on. And we are also thinking of, oh, it cannot just be in the cloud. We want it to be hybrid. It has to be both sovereign cloud as well as public cloud in some instances, be it more intelligent. And one thing is, hey, it has to be resilient. I have to sleep well at night. So these are some of the key things that what we hear very often from our customers. So what is HPE doing to address some of these key aspects of what customers' asks are and how the industry has changed, right? So we've started off with Alletra MP B10000 as sort of the core underlying platform. And this platform now can support different types of use cases or different types of storage protocols. One is on one end, it's sort of the mission-critical applications. Hey, I want it to be running 24/7, 100% data availability, millisecond latencies, and so on. And on the other end of the spectrum, it's more about, hey, I need a storage platform that supports these AI workloads. I need to be like multi-petabyte scalable. I need to have very fast inferencing, very fast backup, and so on and so forth, right? So they are looking at a platform that can span across the spectrum. So HPE went and built out a platform called the Alletra MP that can take on different persona based on what the customer wants. And the idea behind it is, hey, I can give customers the investment protection. So they can use and procure one type of platform, and they can use it the way they want it. And also, to make it simple, there is one common management platform. It's sort of the unified management stack, the GreenLake platform that helps you to manage across the board. That's one. We'll get into a little bit more details on the B10K itself. So you saw in the video, it's one of the fastest growing. The video said 5,000, but as you can see, it was a couple of months old, and it's already 8,000, and by the time you go out, it'll be 10,000. So it's really growing at a very alarming pace. And so it's seen triple-digit growths over the last three quarters and so on. And as per IDC also, we are one of the only vendors who are seeing significant growth with the Alletra MP. Why? The question is, oh, why? Why is Alletra MP seeing all these things, and what is making it so unique? So we'll get to it. Before that, I just wanted to show some of the customers and what they are saying in terms of Alletra MP. As you can see, in addition to what it said in the video, if you just look at one of this quotes, it says, hey, we saved so much of money. So cost savings is on top of people's mind. The second quote says, oh, it was very simple to use. It helped me with the operational benefits and so on. So what customers are looking at is, hey, I need a very simple platform to be used. The third one, it says, oh, now this helped me with the resiliency. Oh, there was no downtime. I could sleep well at night. So in customer minds, it keeps on resonating. Hey, it needs to be simple. It needs to be available. It needs to have a cost benefit and so on. So why? Now, the questions in your mind is, oh, why is Alletra MP growing so fast, and how can it deliver all these things? So we built out a platform, as I said, the Alletra MP. We are the only platform which is completely disaggregated. In the sense of, from a compute and a storage perspective, it's completely disaggregated. No other storage vendor has this capability. We'll go into a little bit more details. What's the benefit by doing this? The second, or the most important thing, as we said, it provides this economics. When you can scale compute and storage independently, it gives you that benefit. Oh, if I want capacity, I'll just grow capacity. If I want compute, I'll grow compute. So it gives you that benefit, right? It helps you save cost. The second one is we have done a lot of investments in terms of AI and so on to give an outcome to the end user, which provides them that efficiency in terms of operations. Customers can now focus on what's really important from an application perspective and not have to really do the normal day-to-day stuff that traditionally people use spreadsheets and so on to manage it. You don't need to do that anymore. And the third thing is the peace of mind, whether all the way from procuring the hardware to deployment to installation and then the life cycle of it and so on. We provide that guarantees across the board to make it, hey, I have a platform that I can sleep well at night. I don't have to worry about it. That's sort of the fundamental reasons why we see that growth. And diving a little deeper into this disaggregated model, right? So when you think of any traditional storage vendor, you buy a monolithic system. If you want more performance, you buy another one. If you want more capacity, yes, you can add some drives to it. But if you want more performance, you buy another one. So when we looked at it, we said, hey, this model doesn't work. If you think of the cloud model, if you wanted more performance, you would go get another VM. So we wanted to bring that model back into a traditional storage too, and said, hey, if a customer needs performance, they should be able to add another node into the cluster. So in our case, you start off with 2. That's the bare minimum from an availability perspective and so on. And then you add another node if you want more performance. You add another node if you want more performance. So you can gradually grow as your performance needs grow within your organization. And the same comes to the capacity. So you can start off with a minimum of 8. And then you say, oh, I want more capacity. You can add 2 more. If you want much more, you can add a whole JBOF to it, right? So you can grow your capacity as and when you need it. So this really gives customers that benefit to say, I can start small, and I have this ability to grow as I need, right? So that really helps in the economics of what customers want. And as you can see, very recently, we announced what's called a 4-node switchless configuration. It's one of the key benefits, key asks from the customers, especially who are very space conscious, was, hey, I need an environment wherein I can have a very dense system with very less rack space and power consumption. And we built out this 4 nodes configuration with a switchless capability, wherein you can have a 4U box, which can go all the way up till currently 72 drives at 30 terabytes. It's almost 2 petabytes in capacity, right? A very dense system with a very low rack space. And as you can see, the power consumption is also significantly low, half of what the normal industry standards are. So this is very unique. And we also looked at our competitors and so on. It's very, very dense, and it's much better than most of the competitors. And also from a sustainability, as you can see, we also presented to sort of the industry standards, and Alletra MP is in the top. We are always looking for ways to make sure that sustainability is top of our mind, right? And as we also go into a little bit more details on the operational aspect of it, right? So I said, hey, we have built in a lot of intelligence into the array to make it simple for customers to use and so on and so forth. As you can see here, there are different areas that we have made investments in to make it a lot more simpler, right? Whether it comes to predictive analysis or whether it comes to making recommendations on how to configure the array. And as you can see, 99% savings. That's a huge, bold goal for me to come here and say, hey, we are going to save you 99% of operational time, right? How are we going to do it? So let's roll the video. It shows you what exactly what we are building on with AI Ops.
Today, storage environments are more complex than ever. Admins juggle growing data, rising expectations, and shrinking timelines. To stay ahead, IT teams need more than speed. They need intelligence. Imagine having an always-on AI co-pilot built into your storage environment that handles the heavy lifting. Say goodbye to long hours and late-night fire drills. Reclaim your weekends and enjoy your life more. Your storage environment just got smarter. Reduce time, cost, and risk with an AI-powered data control center on HPE GreenLake Cloud. Purpose-built to manage HPE Alletra Storage MP B10000. At the core is self-healing storage, powered by agentic AI, delivering real-time predictive wellness insights and recommended remediation, and automatically opening support cases to prevent disruptions. And you can take that intelligence further with a GreenLake Copilot that is ready to assist you in natural language with real-time insights. Ask a question, get answers. See what the issues are, why they're happening, and what to do next. The AI-driven operations go beyond predicting and preventing issues, making your storage smarter. Cross-stack insights into performance and contention accelerate troubleshooting. AI-driven intent-based provisioning transforms workload deployment from hours into minutes. What-if simulations and headroom analysis help you plan smarter, optimize resources, and cut costs. Save 99% operational time. Troubleshoot 10 times faster. Resolve 86% of issues before they occur, and reduce admin hours by up to 43%. Smarter, faster, simpler. Less chaos, less burnout, more time for life. With agentic AI-powered operations for HPE Alletra Storage MP B10000. This is the future of autonomous storage management. Unlock effortless with HPE today.
Right? And you can see this in our booths too. You can come and watch the demo and so on, right? And the third topic that I just want to discuss is security. As I said, right, it's on top of everybody's mind. And these are some pretty big numbers. 99% on the ransomware attacks, 80% concur to it, and 50% of the enterprises will operate, right, and at least in these conflicting jurisdictions and so on. Pretty big numbers. So what is HPE doing to address some of these security concerns and so on? So when we looked at this, we said, hey, there has to be a good model that we can adopt to help customers in reducing and making this sort of this array as a data fortress, right? There has to be some good models that we can adopt. So one of the models is the NIST framework adopted by the US federal government and so on, wherein it goes through sort of the 5 pillars, which says, hey, the asset from the NIST framework perspective should be able to protect. And when it comes to protection, the Alletra MP does a lot of things. We do like the rollback access controls, we do encryption, data at rest encryptions, we harden the array, all those kind of things, right? So we do a lot on the array itself, and we also use self-encrypting drives. We do a lot on the array to make it harden. The second, it says, hey, you should be able to detect. And this is where we recently introduced the ransomware detection capability, wherein if we can go, once there is an incident, we can go and detect it and even alert users on top of it. We'll show how we do it and so on in the next slides. And we should be able to respond to some of these things, right? If there is an incident, what is HPE doing to help our customers to respond to such an incident? And also to be able to recover. Hey, yeah, incident happens, worst case scenario, but what is the storage doing to help me recover? How quickly can I recover? Do I have a snapshot or an immutable copy that I know is clean, that I can go recover from? So we have videos and so on to show what's the process to do, how do you do it, and so on and so forth. And also, once all these things are settled, can I go do some analysis, forensic analysis, to identify who did this, why it happened, so that I can go back and start to govern and make those changes and so that it doesn't happen again. So these are sort of the framework that they defined, and what we did when we introduced this capability is we went through and identified what are the key things that the storage has to do, or in some case it must do, so that it can go and address each one of these requirements. And that's what we did. Alletra MP B10K addresses all of these in these pillars, and we give you guidance on, hey, here is how you should be configuring the array so that you can protect, you can detect, you can respond to any of the incidents. Right? And with that, let's show another demo or a video that gives you that context.
Nearly 60% of organizations were hit by a ransomware attack last year, and 94% of those attacks targeted backup data. With the average cost of a ransomware attack around $5 million, can you afford not to be prepared? The HPE Alletra Storage MP B10000 features built-in security to keep the hackers out, and with integrated data protection to keep your data secure. Combine that with SIEM integration for SecOps collaboration, and the B10000 becomes your data protection Swiss Army knife. All is standard, no additional licenses required. Cybersecurity is a team sport, and by connecting the B10000 into an enterprise SIEM, SecOps teams can help find and neutralize threats across the ransomware kill chain. from detecting attackers attempting to gain access to the array, or alerting security teams of malicious data encryption with a B10000's native ransomware detection, or creating AI-powered holistic attack summaries. With the security and resiliency of the B10000, coupled with the observability of Elastic, you can make your storage array a vital part of the Security Operations Center. The B10000 also integrates with the new Gen 5 Store 1 systems, allowing for integrated volume protection via Data Services Cloud Console, which provides a fast, cost-effective backup solution with up to 60-to-1 data reduction, immutable backups, encryption, dual authorization, and multi-factor authentication, all at no extra cost. And for up to the second granular recovery points and near zero downtime for your VM workloads, HPE Zerto provides continuous data protection and VM-level ransomware detection, allowing for seamless recovery to just before the point of attack.
Perfect. And if you have not visited the booth, please do so. It gives you a very good insight into how we do it and so on. The other important thing, what we also felt when we started to design this B10K is, hey, storage is an underlying platform. It's an enabler to do certain things. When customers think of it, they're like, hey, can my application run well on this platform? Hey, I'm going to deploy SAP. Oh, does it give me the performance? I'm going to deploy from my healthcare, Epic and Meditech. Oh, does it give me the performance? Does it give me the resiliency? So customers always think of an application to go deploy. And storage is sort of an enabler or an infrastructure enabler for it, right? So with respect to different applications, when we looked at the different applications, B10K does amazingly well. And that's sort of one of the reasons why you see that big adoption. When you look at Oracle, right? So 98% better IOPS. That's significant, right? So what it means is I can have much bigger databases on the platforms at very low latencies and so on. And even when you look at SAP HANA, we lead the industry with the number of SAP HANA nodes that can be deployed on the array, right? And also similarly with Microsoft SQL database too, right? 53% lower runtime for all these SQL queries, right? So significant benefit. This essentially what is driving Alletra MP to be at those levels of growth and so on. Customers can easily and in a simple mind go deploy these mission critical applications on the Alletra MP B10K. And the other important aspect, I said, hey, what customers are looking for is to be able to sleep well at night, right? So if you think of the different aspects that we have put together to help customers or enable customers with this, all the way from the different guarantees, the 100% availability guarantee. We are one of the vendors who give you 100% data availability guarantee. If something were to happen, we will compensate the customers for it, right? Very bold mission and a goal for us in that sense. And similarly with the store more guarantees and so on. And one of the key things is also the controller refresh, which is pretty interesting, right? So if you think of hardware will change. In the next 5 years, hardware will change, right? It will become faster, it will become better, and so on. So from a customer's perspective, when you're investing in a platform, you want to make sure that in 5 years, I can move to that new platform. I can easily replace my controller so that I can benefit from the newer technology and so on. And HPE storage offers you that capability. We call it the timeless program. You can subscribe for it and you will get that benefit. You can future-proof your storage platform, right? So sort of all these guarantees makes customers, yeah, I'm buying into a platform that helps me in my overall journey. And this talks to it too, right? So if you think of the leadership in the Magic Quadrants and so on, and you saw also in Jim's presentation early on, we were the leaders in the Magic Quadrant. And not only in the core storage, but also in the management platform, we are ranked as the leaders. So overall, it gives that comfort level. It's not just HPE coming and telling, hey, this is what it is, but there is a third-party Gartner coming and saying, hey, HPE's vision and execution are in line with what they think as what the leader should be. And similarly with the GigaOM, right? It gives customers that benefit or that view to say, yeah, it's third-party validated, both from customers as well as from the research analysts. And that's sort of the key things what is making the Alletra MP B10K. And probably the next time you hear, there will be 10,000 systems out there. With that, let me invite my colleague Vinay onto stage.
Thanks, Kiran. So Kiran touched on the three of the major things that it's on top of your mind: AI, security, and also the AI, security, and now I'm going to cover about what's on top of everybody's mind right now is the VM and the virtualization thing that is happening in the industry. One of the things that is happening is with the change in licensing from Broadcom, the cost has increased. So it's on top of mind for everybody. Any customer or partner that I've talked this week, they're looking for an alternative for that. And with that, also, people are evaluating multiple hypervisors. So that means customers are also looking for a management platform that can manage multiple hypervisors. Now, with everything that is happening with the hybrid cloud, we also have data that is spread across multiple infrastructures, whether it's on-prem or in the public cloud. Now, we as HPE have a solution for that. To get started, last year at this platform, we announced what is called HPE Morpheus VM Essentials. It's a hypervisor alternative that allows customers to move their virtualization platform from the existing VMware to our virtualization platform, leveraging HPE's hardware. Now, we are the only company in the industry that has everything, soup to nuts, for a customer to confidently move their virtualization infrastructure. We have the ProLiant hardware, we have the virtualization software, and also the good thing is with the virtualization platform, we are providing a control plane which not only allows you to just manage your virtualization infrastructure, but also extends that to more capabilities with our full Morpheus Enterprise suite. So whatever your investment is future-proof for everything that you need to do currently as well as in the future. One of the things with Morpheus VM Essentials that we have done is also have the ability for customers to run that on non-HP hardware using third-party hardware as well. Now, big thing with this is it provides a lot of flexibility for customers. Now, not all customers want to make sure that they're running their own hypervisor and managing it, but want to look at options. One thing that we have provided is our Private Cloud Business Edition. With that, we have two offerings. One is with our Alletra MP B10000 that Kiran talked about, and we also have the HPE Simplicity platform. Now, both of them are a fully integrated solution provided by HPE, wherein you can now easily migrate your VMware infrastructure to a Morpheus VM Essentials while providing a significant amount of cost reduction. What we have seen is when customers are looking and evaluating this, it's about 90% cost savings just to move your virtualization infrastructure from your existing to Morpheus VM Essentials. Let's dive deeper into the two platforms that we have with our Private Cloud Business Edition. One thing is based on the Alletra MP B10000. You saw everything that, the success that we have with the Alletra MP B10000. It's primarily because of the ability to provide 100% availability, sub-milliseconds performance, and as well as the ability to independently scale storage and compute. So in an Alletra MP B10000, it's a DHCI architecture, a disaggregated architecture, where you can scale compute, which is the servers and the virtualization independently, when compared to the storage that you need to run your overall virtualized infrastructure. Now with Simplicity, what we have is a fully integrated hyper-converged infrastructure. Simplicity was built on the notion that a customer wants to start small and scale because it's a hyper-converged infrastructure, where customers can start with just 2 nodes. With 2 nodes, we are able to provide a fully highly available system where we have resiliency within the node as well as multiple nodes in a cluster. We just did not stop there. We also have a built-in deduplication and compression that enables a customer to dedupe and optimize all the data before writing to the disk, but also has integrated data production features, which is what is provided by all enterprise storage providers like B10000. So these are natively to the Simplicity platform. Now, both of them provide an option for you to choose a fully integrated system from HPE, whether it's a disaggregated DHCI system with Alletra MP B10000 or Simplicity. One important thing I want to highlight is with the portfolio that we have, it's a choice that you can make based on the customer's needs. Now, as much as we talk about it, it's very important to talk about what the benefits our customers are seeing. One of our customers saw about 70% reduction in support cost, because now it's a fully integrated system by HPE where they don't have to do multiple support contracts as well as talking to multiple vendors to solve a general management problem. Cambrian Credit Union is a very interesting customer. They actually have both the portfolio of products in the Private Cloud Business Edition. They have the disaggregated DHCI system and as well as Simplicity, where they choose the Simplicity for an edge use case, and from the data center, they use the DHCI, the Private Cloud Business Edition platform. Honeylight IT Consulting is a partner of ours, but also an MSP where they sell to multiple customers. And they recently did a beta on Simplicity and saw that it provides significant amount of value to their own operations as well as to their end customers, because it's providing you the ability to manage your infrastructure in a much seamless fashion, as well as the Morpheus VM Essentials has the capabilities to help customers transition. One thing, as all of us who have been IT admins in our lives, it's tough to change. Most people are used to virtualization and VMware, but when you change to a new control plane, people are wondering, is it easy? But in this particular case, the partner was very happy to see that the experience was so seamless that they don't think it's a challenge for customers to manage from a new control plane. The beauty is the control plane that we are providing for the Morpheus VM Essentials is similar to what is there on the Morpheus Enterprise. So you as a customer, if you start and understand how this platform can be used, you can actually scale and add more capabilities as your demands grow. To help you in this journey, there are multiple phases. If you're an existing customer of HPE or other vendors, we have what is called Cloud Physics. You can run a Cloud Physics tool in your environment. It analyzes your infrastructure, provides you the information on how your resources are being utilized, provides you information on how licensing is being used. And once you have all of that information, you can come back and figure out how do you right-size your infrastructure. And what we have seen is most people have infrastructure that they have no clue how much resources are being used. And when you have to refresh, instead of doing a full shift to lift, you have an opportunity to optimize your old resources. When you're optimizing and doing a full refresh of your hypervisor, you can go with the Private Cloud Business Edition with Simplicity or the DHCI platform, save on cost. But once you understand how this is all working out for your infrastructure, if you want to provide additional capabilities, you can then scale up to a full Morpheus Enterprise. So what we're really providing you as our customers and partners is the ability to do cost savings, but also the flexibility to start small and scale as you grow. As part of the whole VM reset and things which are happening in the industry, let's not forget, people are also looking to move from VMs to containers. And we, as HPE, have a robust portfolio and an ecosystem to support your journey, whether it's VMs or containers. On the Alletra MP B10000 platform, we have what is called the CSI driver, which enables you to create persistent storage volumes. And we support all the container platforms that are out there. And we have our own Morpheus Enterprise control plane that you can actually use through the Morpheus Enterprise control plane as well. Now, on the X10000 platform, you also have the Cozy driver, which enables you to provide the CSI also on the X10000 for object storage as well. So whether it's structured data, unstructured data, whether you're looking to move from VMs to VMs or for VMs to containers, we as HPE have a solution for you. Kiran highlighted a couple of things from our workloads. When people are looking at their infrastructure, it's the use cases, it's the workloads, it's the overall infrastructure that you want to manage. Kiran talked about how the B10000 platform is very performant from an Oracle, Microsoft, as well as the SAP HANA. But let's not forget, it's not just the VM Essentials as well as the VMware which are out there. It's also multi-profile of hypervisors. We have customers looking at Azure Local, Red Hat OpenShift, as well as Outpost and Azure Local, all of these are supported on the Alletra MP B10000. So if you have invested in the Alletra MP B10000 platform, you know that we are going to continue and giving you an option to use the same platform for anything that is out there that enables to meet your business needs without having to do a shift and lift for everything that you need today. One of the things that we also see an increase in the industry is a lot of customers have their own public cloud platforms and private cloud. We truly believe the world is hybrid. So to help with that journey, we also have taken the Alletra MP B10000 platform and the software behind it and provided a software-defined storage architecture that can run in both your AWS and Azure. So you can decide where you want your Alletra MP B10000 to run, and the same management experience that we provide through our GreenLake Cloud platform can also be provided on your storage array, which is running in a public cloud platform. Now, any of the HPE platforms that you decide to choose, we can actually pay upfront or pay as you use. This provides you to the flexibility on how you want to pay and use your infrastructure. To summarize what we talked about, the way we are looking at the whole industry change is the world is hybrid, and we want to provide you an option to manage this better, optimize your cost, and have the flexibility in the way you want to deploy it. At the top, you have the unified hybrid cloud experience. As some of you must have heard through the keynotes and various sessions, we have a CloudOps suite, which includes the Morpheus software as a hybrid cloud control plane with OpsRamp, along with the Zerto software as a single suite that can enable you to do your management as well as your data production capabilities as well. Now, the next thing is the runtime flexibility. We covered today about VMs and virtual machines, and also some customers have bare metal, which is also supported with the Morpheus Enterprise Control Plane. Now, once you decide which are the features, then the underlying infrastructure can be based on what your needs are, whether it's Private Cloud Business Edition or Alletra MP B10000 or X10000 or a full Morpheus Enterprise suite with a private cloud enterprise, which is called PCE, which provides an option for you to manage your whole infrastructure. We also have the private cloud AI, which is allowing customers to have a fully integrated stack to manage their AI needs as well. And all of this is provided through our GreenLake Cloud platform. Thank you. Kiran and I will be around here to answer any questions you guys have.
Are there any questions that we can answer for the team? For the